Hey guys, it's Miss Leg. Today we are talking about money. Specifically, we're talking about working for or earning a commission. So you may have heard the word commission before, okay? Most often you will hear the word associated with things like real estate agents or car salesmen. These are people who earn money based on how much they sell, okay? So the more you sell, the more money you make. There are other jobs that do this too. Some people who work at boutiques or work as like makeup counter workers in department stores. Those people, the more people they help, the more people they're nice to, the better their sales are, which means that they get to take more money home. To do this, we're going to find the percent of a number. We're going to talk about that in just a second. And also, we're going to determine the earnings of making a sale, okay? So what is commission? It is the earnings, the actual part that you take home of making a sale. So like think about it, for example, if you have a car, okay, part of the money that you have for a car goes into paying for the car supplies, like the metal, the tires, the rubber, all that stuff, okay? And then there's a part of it that goes to shipping, okay? How do you get the car there? And lastly, there's a part that goes to the company that sells the car. So for example, if it was a Honda, okay, Honda has to make a profit so that they can pay their employees. So an employee who sells a Honda does really good, so they sell their car, and that employee gets to take some of that money home. That is their commission or their earnings, okay? So let's do some examples. So number one, let's always start by reading the question. A real estate agent, that is somebody who sells houses, okay? A real estate agent makes 4% commission on the property he sells. How much commission does he make on a sale of a house for $132,500? So always underline important words, commission. Okay, commission tells us what type of problem it is. That means we're looking for the percent of earnings a person makes. I'll say it again. Commission means we're looking for the percent of the earnings that they make. So if this is how much the house costs, okay, how much does the real estate agent get to take home with them or get to keep for doing all that hard work, okay? So let's do the steps. Step one, make your percent into a decimal. Money, when you work with money, money is in decimal form, right? Your change is 0.50, that is 50 cents, okay? So when you have something that is in decimal form, everything else you use in the problem has to also be in decimal form, okay? So we're going to take our percent and make it a decimal. I like to do this, so 4%. Remember, if you cannot see the decimal, it's invisible and it's right here. We move it 1, 2 times. There's a 0 here, so I have 0.04, okay? Step 2, multiply the decimal by the price. This is the percent of a number, okay? So I'm going to multiply what I have. I'm going to multiply it by the price of the house, $132,500, okay? You can put that in your calculator, your phone, whatever you're using today. Some of your computers probably have, your computer has a calculator too, okay? So once you multiply these, you're going to get $5,300. Yes, you do need the dollar sign. It's money, okay? So when I say that this is the percent of a number, that means 4% of $132,500 is $5,300. So this right here is your earnings. Now, your last step is going to be to round to the nearest hundredth. So that means, like, for example, if I have a number 12.25, that right there is round to the nearest hundredths. Again, that is because this is money, okay? So you can only have 2 decimal places. Okay, so since our number right here had no decimal places, we are good, and we can go on to the second one. Okay, number 2. A sport agent makes 15% commission on an athlete signing bonus. The more sponsorship she gains for her client, the more money she makes. If a signing bonus is $90,000, what will she earn in commission? First step, underline keywords. Today's title of the video is commission, so commission is going to be your vocab word, okay? Commission. Okay? Commission. She makes 15%. Now, A sport agent is the type of person who helps athletes make deals. So, for example, if an athlete makes commercials or does any posters or anything for Nike, then the sport agent who helps make the deal or like look at the contract or sign any papers and stuff, they also get a cut. They earn a commission or a percent of a number. They earn a percent. So part of that $90,000 goes to the sport agent. Okay. Now, how much of that? 15%. So we're going to find out how much 15% is. So follow your steps. Number one, make your percent into a decimal. Okay. So take 15%. When you cannot see a decimal on it, it's behind it. So you move it 1, 2 times. So I have 0.15 times. Multiply the decimal by the price. So what was the price of the deal? It was $90,000. Okay. So put that in your calculator. When you multiply those out, you're going to get $13,500. And there's nothing to round, so that is our final answer. So the sport agent, okay, she made a deal for a company for her client, and she made a $90,000 deal, but what she made was $13,500, okay? That was her portion, or 15% of the earnings, 15% commission, okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I hope this helped.